Alright, I want to do a quick video just to tell you guys about LuLaRoe and what it entails to become a LuLaRoe consultant. First, I'm Lauren Crotty. It's C-R-O-T-T-Y, Lauren Crotty. And you are welcome to follow my VIP Facebook page is lularoe Lauren Crotty. And I have lots of exciting things going on my page pretty much every day, so feel free to follow along if you'd like to see how I do things. That will kind of give you a good idea too, because you can just follow along and see what I'm doing. Also, I have put together a packet of information that I've been sending people that have been asking me about the opportunity of becoming a LuLaRoe consultant and what all it entails. And there's tons and tons of questions. I mean, I cannot even tell you how much research I did before I signed the papers, and the whole time I was waiting. It was just every day I was researching things. There's so many resources out there, and I think that having an amazing sponsor is really important. And no, if you've already signed up and you are not a fan of your sponsor, unfortunately you're stuck with that person, because the thing is we spend a lot of time going over information with you guys, and it takes time to talk to people about the opportunity. And so we just don't want anyone to switch sponsors after someone else has already spent their time, trying to help them. And I think, and I hope and pray that everyone has the same intentions to be helpful. I just think that looking into it, I spent a lot of time deciding who my sponsor was going to be. I looked for someone that I knew I would click with. Sometimes that can be hard because you might not be able to have a face-to-face conversation with that person. But my sponsor in particular, she would post videos on her VIP page, and I was like, oh, she's really fun. Like I could really get along with her. And she's not local, and she has been so completely amazing. And I know a lot of people talk about, to have a local consultant or not to have a local consultant. And I think that there's probably pros and cons to both. One thing that I have, honestly, that's been a pro for me is that all of her local people are introduced to my page from her, if that makes sense. So something that I think is important in a way that helped me to grow my page, and that I will be doing for people that I sponsor, is promoting your Facebook page. A lot of people have concerns, how do you get these followers? What do you do? I have lots of tips and tricks. I think having your sponsor say, look, this person just got in their new inventory, go look at their page and all this stuff, it's very helpful. And when my sponsor did that for me, I can tell you I had requests coming in. And I also did lots of giveaways. I really think that that's very helpful. I did one in particular that I mean, my page has just grown incredible amounts in such a very short period of time, so it's amazing. I would love to give you more information about that. Feel free to email me. Let's see, where was I? Sorry, I just love LuLaRoe so much, and I could just talk about it all day. But yeah, so picking your sponsor, local versus non-local. So yeah, I've had all these people that she knows locally that have now been shopping from me online and things like that. And I've also, there's a group for, I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and in the Triangle we have a LuLaRoe consultant group. And so I've still met so many consultants in the area, and we're not all on the same team. And actually some of us are. Our upline it meets somewhere up higher. So it's just, I've still gotten to know so many people. I've still looked around at the way other people do things, and I have come up with a system that, for me, it just works perfectly. I have a numbering system. It allows me to pull the correct inventory, keep track of everything in a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is very, very, very important. You do not want to get to tax day and be scrambling because you don't have things set. My husband actually happens to be a CPA and an accountant, so he has spent so much time putting together a perfect spreadsheet, and he keeps tweaking it. I'll say something like, oh, it would be really nice if it could do this, and he does his little magic Excel number stuff formulas, and voila, now I can keep track of exactly how many items I have in my inventory without relying on Audrey, who unfortunately is not always correct with that. So spreadsheets is very important, and just knowing how to put yourself out there and network and talk to people. If you love LuLaRoe, then it's so easy to talk about. It's so fun. I have met so many amazing people doing this. I honestly, part of my why was to provide for my family and to be able to stay home. When I got pregnant with my first son, I was fainting and couldn't drive. I was a nurse. I couldn't drive anymore, and I worked about 30 minutes away. So obviously when you're fainting, I had to be off the road. So I never went back. I had another son. He's 11 months old. So my oldest is 2.5. Oh my goodness, almost 3 times flying by. And I didn't go back to work, and I was so lucky and thankful to be able to work from home, because I know that's not an option, or to not even work from home at that point. I know that's not an option for everyone. But when I started to think like, okay, I really want to be providing for our family, and I started looking, at nursing jobs, and obviously there's lots of different ways you can go in nursing, but then I stumbled upon LuLaRoe. I fell in love with the clothes, and I can tell you that it just, money-wise, I'm making more selling LuLaRoe than I was as a nurse. I am just happier in general. And, nursing is very rewarding, but LuLaRoe is so rewarding as well. I mean, I have met probably lifelong friends. My sponsor, for one, is just completely amazing. And then just customers, people come to my house. I have met neighbors that I might have never met, So it's just been such a rewarding experience and so much fun. I wake up every day. I think about my kids, what we're going to do for the day. I have my business hours, which is another thing that's important. Time management is that's probably been my biggest struggle, because you can do as much or as little as you want, and I'm having so much fun doing it that sometimes my husband's like, okay, Lauren, let's just take a break for a few hours and catch back up. So it's been great, and I love having him there to support me and to keep me tame and keep me not having my inventory on something at all times, so that I do have lots and lots of family time. And like right now, I'm kind of actually a little sweaty. I went on a walk with my boys before I just put them down for naps. So if you would like information, I would love to help you out. I have put together a packet of information. We can chat about numbers. I love to go over real numbers. That's something I was looking for when I was interested in becoming a consultant, because there's, my husband, when we were first looking into it, he was like, is this one of those things where it's a fake it till you make it type of thing? And you don't really know sometimes, because they're faking it. So I would love to go over real numbers, real life situations, how much time I've put into this, things like that. Sorry, my computer just light. Okay. So I would love to go over real numbers. I would love to go over this spreadsheet that my husband has created. I will tell you that I'm not just sending it to anyone and everyone. I had a lot of requests from another YouTube video for this spreadsheet from people that were already in the queue. And there are tons out there. Of course, I personally think my husband's, it fits my needs the best, but I would love to help as many people as I can, but at the same time, it takes time to sit and explain it. I am thinking about making a video with my husband to really go through how to enter things in. There's only a few places that you have to actually enter in information, and then it all keeps track of your profit and all that stuff. But it can be a little intimidating when you first look at it in the beginning. So I would love to get to know you. and talk about LuLaRoe with you, you are welcome to email me. And if you would prefer to talk on the phone, that's fine as well. I'm not going to put my phone number out there on this YouTube video, but if you email me, I would love to set up a time and we can chat, and I would love to send you information and go over real numbers. And everyone has a different why, and I would love to know, kind of what your why is, if you're thinking about doing it. And mine has changed. I went into it for a job and for money, so that I could continue to stay home with my boys, but it has turned into so much more than that, more than I could ever imagine. So I would love to, get to know you. I think, again, that having a sponsor, you want to make sure you click with them and that they're available to answer your questions. And for me, if I don't know the answer, I'm going to find you that answer. I have an amazing upline, so much information. I have Facebook. There's Facebook groups that I can add you in if you're interested, that has several women, that are in the same position as you, thinking about becoming a LuLaRoe consultant. And there's just loads and loads of information in these groups, videos from other consultants, just so much information, opportunity calls. There's so much to get your hands on. You just have to reach out there and try to find what you need. And I would love to help you find what you need and see if LuLaRoe would be a great fit for you. But I'm going to end on that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but son is already crying, just went down for a nap, so my business hours might be cut short, but that's okay, and I can do that, and I can go cuddle him right now, and I'm so actually excited about it. I could use a little rest. So I hope you found this video helpful. I'm going to leave my email address and my Facebook VIP group link in the description of this YouTube video, so feel free to email me. I would love to give you any information that I can and help you in any way that I can. And again, if you are already talking to a consultant, we are a big sisterhood and not trying to take people away from other people, so those are not my intentions. If you are already talking to someone, then that is excellent, and continue talking to them. Continue getting information, pick the brains. Try to get everything you can, find out everything you can. So again, if you would like more information, just email me and I will be glad to help you out. Bye. Have a nice day.